In essence, parents care about their kids. They want to make sure their kids are getting all the information, but that pendulum can swing and it can be seen as too harsh and what's going on. So this is very much, this conversation is playing out right now in a big way in the United States.
And also, if I may interject, Greg, love you, doll. And I'm sorry, I get very passionate. I actually think you're a little bit hot, so here we go. Let me give you a example. Just say you're down at the pub with the boys, you watch the footy and you really need a wee, you've had a few beers and you're going to the bathroom and you look like that. You can go to the urinal or the cubicle and wee and get back in time for the next quarter or whatever football is. So then for me, if I'm at the Super Bowl, aka Rihanna's concert, and I need to wee, and I'm in 10-inch Manolo Blahnik shoes, thank you, and I'm like, okay, where am I going? To the boys' toilets? Well, I have a willy, so that's where I biologically should go, but if I go there, I'm going to get abused at the urinal. If I go to the cubicle, the security guard's going to think I'm, doing things I shouldn't do in there. So then I'm like, okay, I'll go to the girls' toilets. But if I go to the girls' toilets, what if there's a little girl in there? What if her mum thinks I'm a pedo? Because that's what the neo-Nazis said, right? Then there's no gender-diverse toilets, and all I need to do is empty my bladder to get back in time for diamonds.
Is there a question?
But I'm just giving you some context, right?
Yes.
But if you're with me, then I would assume that you would not think that it's okay. Why are we pulling out a violin string for Moira when she's part of the privilege?
Can I ask Osman? Osman, we've seen this play out in sport too. Greg made the point that Maura Deeming is there to support women's rights, and we've heard Denny also saying that trans women are women. But we know in sport that there are different rules being applied now. What about those who want to protest in support of what they believe are women? So where are the rights of people to express their points of view, given that freedom of speech, freedom of expression is part of our society?
There may be people, Stan, who have very genuinely held views on the specific categories and debates that are playing out at the IOC level, at all sorts of sporting levels, about what is a fair way to conduct sport at this stage. Those people, I think, exist, and I think they're participating in good faith. I'm not convinced that the liberal figures that we've been talking about have much to do with those figures. I think